Okay, DGP 127. Back behind the mic, it's Steven and KP recording on a Sunday, March 15.
Howdy, KP. It has been a minute. I think the last time we recorded was February 18th. It's been about a month. Me, myself, I've been pretty good. Weather's changing. I think it's spring over here in the city. What you been up to, bro?
I think today, a fortnight ago. Is that correct to say?
That might be right. That you might actually be spot on with that.
I think so, dude. I think so. Check my math on that. But it was really busy, man. I mean, it's just life has been really fast. And these games have been nonstop. I mean, just nonstop. It is kind of nice to be recording after a month now. And it was a stressful month as an Arsenal fan. It was a stressful month as a person. I mean, dude, this weekend alone, I've been trying to hang curtains. Just, man, some things you don't really know how hard they can be until you try it.
Now, the personal life grind around here at DGP has been crazy. Working on weekends. We working on weekends. We're working overtime. You know, things. The grind don't stop. The grind don't stop for Arsenal. The grind don't stop for us either. So we've been doing everything. But you're right. I mean, 3 games a week, right? The ebbs and flows of the season, the back-to-back draws. The last time we recorded was the back-to-back draws. It was Brentford, Wolves. We were mudded. We were not happy. Remember that 2-2 Wolves game? Terrible.
That's when some people were throwing in the towel, right? It was good to get behind the mic.
People were not happy at that time. But guess what? 4 on the fucking bounce, baby.
4 on the bounce. 13 unbeaten since that Manchester United game. That's no joke, dude. How many times have you sat here behind this mic? Not just this year. You go back 3 years ago. This team is very capable of putting together massive runs like this, dude. And against a lot of pressure. It hasn't always been pretty. This last month, I mean, the performances, haven't always been pretty. But the results are there, man. And what are you going to do? What are you going to do? Just enjoy it. I mean, collect the tears. That's all we can do at this point.
It is results-based football around here. Those pretty Arsenal days are gone. It is results-based football. I mean, we've had a couple fun ones. We had the Spurs game. That was fun. We had a great time. That was a jolly day. And then we have days like the Brighton day, 1-0. Their coach having a cry on the sideline that we're wasting time. That was not a fun watch. It was a horrible watch. You know, we scored in the first 10 minutes, then clenched our butts for that next 80. It's like, yeah, it's every game. I feel like we're just very tense, but the release, bro. They're like yesterday, that win, that 2-0, the release, euphoric.
I think last time we spoke was when we were having the chat, right, of Mikel Arteta and the in-game management and the substitutions that result in that substitution won the game. You were mentioning that. I think that was the last pod, dude. And recently the subs have come off for him. It's been really nice, to be fair to him. And this was, I think, other than maybe the Newcastle game earlier in the season, this was the first time where I kind of felt something special.
I like that. What did you think about him coming on? So Max Dowman comes on, 16-year-old kid, right? I think Madueke was coming off. Madueke had just had a good run, put a ball across the box. But we're putting the 16-year-old on. How did you feel?
Honestly, watching the game, because he came on when he was 0-0 still, right? It was maybe 75th minute or something like that. And there was a part of me that felt, man, it's 2026. We are in a quadruple, and we are relying on a 16-year-old to be our game changer. I mean, that is Arsenal heritage, dude. There's no other way around it, bro.
That is exactly how I felt. It was nothing about Max Dowman. I think he's a great player. He played at Mansfield, played early in the season. Like, we know he's that dude. Like, he's going to be that guy. But we're down in a game, chasing the title, and we're putting on a 16-year-old? Like, you have got to be shitting me. I mean, the fact that it worked the way it did is, I mean, check the manager's like, yeah, just like I drew it up. But there's no way. 16-year-old kid, you got Bukayo Saka on the field. You got Matt Weke on the field. You have Kai Havertz, Gyökeres, Declan Rice, all these big dogs on the field. And we're looking at a 16-year-old to save us. That's kind of crazy, is it not?
A little bit, but at the same time, I really enjoyed the fact that he pulled Zubimendi off for that move. I like that he put him on the wing and moved Saka inside. You know, the manager, again, you got to give him flowers. That I was very impressed with that decision, dude. One, he wants Saka to finish the game. Okay, we're figuring out how do I keep Saka on for 90 minutes. Maybe this is the solution for it right now with his fitness. A lot of credit there. And then yeah, to roll the dice on this kid. I mean, not the first time, right? At Anfield he played him, and we were pretty shocked, dude. We were shocked by that.
Yes. So I'm a pessimist. That's just how I am. So that's when putting on a 16-year-old, my brain immediately goes like, damn, that's crazy. But on the flip, I had the same exact thought of like Zubimendi coming off. It's like, we're going for it. Hell yeah, we're fucking going for the game. That is not typically in Arteta's nature, I don't think, to like go for the game. I think he's very much of don't lose. We don't want to lose the game. That approach yesterday was we're going for the 3 points. We are going for the win. And I love that.
Yeah, that a lot of credit there. A lot of credit there, honestly, man. To see if it was a like for like, if I saw Max Naumann go in for Saka, I really would not have liked that. But now that I'm looking at it this way, I'm pro, dude. And I think overall, I mean, this Everton game, obviously the most recent one, you got to also say Victor Gyökeres, you know, he's having a good little run here, right? You've been backing him for a while. He had the brace against Spurs and then followed it up in the league again against Everton. Was that not the most 14 goal? Like, isn't that what we paid for?
That is exactly what we paid for. Like, for me, the guy whose balls that go across the box, like, who's there? No one's there. That's why you get a guy like that. He's there, puts the ball in the back of the net. I also got to give him a shout out for the corner, right? He won the corner. The last minute goal for Dauman. He's the one that won that ball. I got to give him a shout out. Ecstatic. I was so happy to see Kai Havertz on the starting sheet. I'm not going to lie. I thought Havertz actually played pretty decently. But to get 30 minutes out of a Gyökeres like that, that's also a great look.
Absolutely. There's a lot of things to chat about, a lot of player chats to go over. Before all of that, I mean, this was now leaves us with 7 games. Looking at it holistically, I mean, all this chatter about Arsenal, dude, all this negativity over the last month especially, they were back at it with their set piece narrative. They were back at it with their physicality, with the, you know, boring, pointing out the results that we were getting. 61 goals, Steven. No other team has scored more goals than Arsenal. What are you talking about?
The haters are out. The haters have been out. I think there was a flip. There might have been a transition in the narrative after that Brighton game because the coach embarrassed himself. That manager embarrassed himself. I feel like there were some fans like, that's too much. That's how I've been all season. I think that's too much. This is a little bit embarrassing. Maybe I should stop acting like this. I honestly think there was people that like, shit, that's me. I'm caught. My bad.
No, it's been interesting. It's been really interesting. Some of the coverage that I saw coming out from Sky Sports, I mean, reflecting on this weekend, they were saying that's a penalty for Kai Havertz. I was surprised to see them really, really strongly speaking out and actually saying what they're seeing. It was really impressive, dude.
Horrible referee. I thought he was terrible. I hope I don't see him for the rest of the season. But yeah, that's a clear pen. The one we got in the Champions League versus Leverkusen, I'm a little bit surprised we got that one, especially VAR. Like, if they had called it on the field, you know, I get that they don't overturn it, clear and obvious, all that. But to give me they don't call it on the field, clear and obvious error, I would probably say no, that wasn't a clear and obvious error. Then you go into the Everton game. It's a clear and obvious error. The guy got his ankle stood on, right? It's pretty clear.
Yeah, it's a bit strange. It's a bit strange how technology is working. But the decision, I agree with you, against Leverkusen, that was a bit odd. Against Everton, I thought it was really weird that like we didn't really see the replays. I feel like it's after the fact that it's being pointed out that he got stepped on. So it's really surprising that they weren't showing everything. But the narrative overall is shifting. I even noticed Lee Dixon, as soon as the game kicked off against Everton, calling out that, oh, wow, they just booted it like 40 yards, like off the kickoff. So that's also been pretty interesting. That is starting to really be called out, dude. I mean, there are teams right now that start the kickoff and they kick it out of bounds to just make sure that they can pin them in. That's crazy work, dude.
That's like rugby. It's like that rugby stuff where they put it straight out. Nah, I'm not a Lee Dixon guy, so I don't listen to him. I think he talks a lot of mess. Four wins in the league. Take those. Win against Mansfield. We take it. We get next round is Southampton, right? Is that correct?
Yeah, I'm a little bit worried about it.
I take those. I know KP was at the 3-3 Southampton game a couple years ago. One of the biggest hurt games we've had in the last few years. He was there. We have this next tie against Leverkusen, 1-1, bringing it home. I feel good about it. 9-point gap at the top. City have a game at hand. 7 games to go for the Arsenal. I mean, KP, what are we doing here? Like, what realistically, what are we actually looking at here?
I think the league is done. People are really out here saying the league is done, dude. And it's been coming. And it's not just Arsenal fans, right? We've got a few listeners who have written to the show. I know there are Liverpool fans. I know there are Manchester City fans who listen to this pod, and they have even said, congratulations. I mean, now it's just like, wow, how many more, like, where do we focus now for the cups? Which cup do we really, really want? Pretty fun, Steven. I'm having a lot of fun. And the games, you look at the games that are left, I don't want to do like, how they put up the stats every time now after every single match. We go, these are the remaining games for Arsenal versus Manchester City. Doesn't fucking matter, dude. Look at our last 4 games. We're winning this fucking league. It's done out here.
This run of 4 games was really, really tough. Spurs away, that's no gimme. Spanked them. Chelsea at home. Chelsea's a good team. They show up against good teams. Spanked them. Brighton away. We've had some issues Brighton away. Spanked them. Everton at home. I was at the Everton home game last year. The 0-0 draw.
Yeah.
89 minutes in, I said, damn, it's the exact same thing. Wrong. Spanked them. Okay? I mean, who's next? Who is next?
Leverkusen. I'll tell you who's next, dude. It's Leverkusen, and we're going to get to that. I guess before that, any other player chats really over the last month to call out? Return of King Kai has been amazing. I think Victor Gyökeres, he's done all right. Number 10, by the way, Eze. He's playing, man. Against Everton, I really like that performance from him against Everton.
I thought he looked excellent yesterday. To me, that might, other than the hat trick brace versus Tottenham, I'm gonna say that's his best performance. I thought he looked really, really good. The one player that's looking to like take on a chance, he took on so many like snapshots or just like, I can put this ball out wide, but why do that when I can take a shot on goal? I'm a big proponent of that. I thought he looked really good yesterday, actually getting involved in stuff.
I agree. Yesterday, there was a lot of times where he was finding the ball. A lot of times he was taking. There was 1 or 2 where, he lost it in the way that he does. But that's okay, dude. I was worried about him because against Leverkusen, again, it looked like it was his man that scored. So I wasn't sure if he was going to play again or not, dude. But I'm happy. It really does look like he's starting to play a lot more on the left side. He's playing high, but he's playing high on the left side a lot more, dude.
We've really settled into the double, like the Zubamendi, Declan Rice thing. Really settled into that, so that third midfielder is getting a lot of freedom. You're totally right. He's drifting left. He is drifting right. He's here and there. I see him playing the rest of the season because where is Martin Odegaard? Where is this dude? Do you have a timeline? I've not seen a timeline on this.
They showed a shot of him against Everton, and actually Lee Dixon was saying that, who's that? He didn't recognize him at first, and then he said it was really dark. He couldn't see. I didn't really love that, to be honest with you, but I thought he was gonna be back pretty soon here. I do feel that he's been missed a little bit. I think there's a lot of chat about like where is the game is ugly. The way we're playing it just feels very ugly at times, and I think it's because he's not in there to help as much. Has he been missed? I don't know. I wouldn't say that.
Here's a good one for you on the spot. Who is the bigger miss right now? Martin Odegaard or Mikel Merino?
Wow, dude. Which one would I take right now? I think I would take Mikel Merino back right now, dude.
I think I would too, man. I think he is a really big miss for us.
Yeah,
he's
that's actually a crazy shout.
Miss.
He's a big miss. Absolutely, dude. Martin Odegaard, it's good to have him. It's I saw someone post something about how it's kind of crazy that maybe we don't have that Max Dowman moment if Martin Odegaard is fit, if Mikel Merino is fit. So shout out to the fucking script writers, dude. It's working, man.
We take those. Martin Odegaard, I feel bad for him. He's mudded. Trossard, he's hurt. He's mudded. Thankfully, we have a 16-year-old that can ball out, right? Another winger. Love that. Mikel Merino, obviously mudded for the rest of the season. Get well. Timber goes down yesterday. Don't love that. I mean, we got Mosquera. That's fantastic. Ben White is sitting on the bench. No clue about his status either. Is Ben White going to play again? Who knows? I honestly have no clue.
Yeah, I saw him on the bench yesterday as well, and I thought, why does this guy keep taking up space on the bench? Like, it might as well be Marley Salmon. Honestly, like, this is not making any sense. He was out of the squad for the last 2 games, I think, and now he's back in. Again, has little flashes here and there. I would love for him to play because, to be honest with you, that Everton game, that might have been it for me in terms of watching Jurrien Timber in the attacking third. Like, I was so done with it. Every time, Steven, against Everton, the ball would go to William Saliba. He would look up, and Timber was where I wanted Saka to be, and Saka is where I want Timber to be. What is happening?
It is crazy. I mean, it has to be instruction. It just has to be. I don't get it. Like, I'm not tuning into these games to watch the Timber show. I'm not tuning into games to watch Timber inside my 18 taking shots. Get him out of here. Get him out.
Steven, twice against Everton. Forget the positioning with Saka. That's super weird. He was so central. He was blocking the lanes for Kai Havertz. There was once when both of them made the same run checking. That was crazy, dude. Cut it out. Noticeable. So, like, it's to a point now, like, maybe it's manager instructions, but like, this manager has gotten me to a place where when Jurrien Timber was hurt and he was coming off, part of me was thinking, all right, great, we're going to see something else.
And guess who didn't take up those spots? Mosquera.
He tried for once, and then Saka lost the ball, and then he said, fuck that, I'm not doing that again.
So having Mosquera there, like, he's obviously going to be really solid. I'm a Timber lover. You know that. I have been pretty frustrated with whatever the scheme is with him lately. I've been very frustrated with it. The final third. I just don't want to see him there. I don't want to see it. That's why I think Calafiori is, like, great to have back. Timber, stick with Saliba and Big Gabby. You stay back with them. Calafiori, you go do your thing because he's the guy that can unlock stuff. Timber, you're not the guy that's going to unlock shit. So stay back, bro.
Steven, Calafiori can do things that I couldn't even think of. I mean, that block against Everton. Are you kidding me? I don't think I've ever seen anything like that.
Absolutely fantastic. The definition of this is all I have. I'm on the ground. This is all I can do for you, Mikel. This is all I have. throws his legs in the air and blocks the fucking shot. Unbelievable stuff there.
Unbelievable, dude. But, man, going back to the conversation around like Martin Odegaard, some of these other players, the more I think about Martin Odegaard, the more I have to think about the captaincy. I think it's just so strange, right? That's kind of what it all comes down to, because I'm bringing this up because I am tired. I'm tired of watching Saka wear the captain's armband. I've just had it at this point, dude. Take it away. Take it away. Give it to Big Gabby and just play. Just play, Saka.
Oof. If you've been listening to this thing, I've been calling this out for, I'm going to say months now. Something isn't right with our dude. Something's wrong with Saka. He's just not looking top right now. When is the last time you watched a Saka game and you were like, yo, that's like man of the match stuff. Like he's the guy. It's been a minute. It's been a minute since he put in that dragging the defender, the left back, just giving him an absolute day. I know he always has trouble against this left back against Everton. Yarmolenko, I think it is. He has trouble with that dude. But hey, then Max Dowman comes on from the right wing. Does his damn thing, right? It's kind of tough right now.
He had one good moment against Everton where he did dribble a double in the corner, and then he ended up being a corner, I think, his cross. But overall, Saka, I mean, people were really turning on him after Leverkusen game. It was really strange. I've seen a lot of Arsenal fans who had some really harsh words for him after the Leverkusen game. To be fair, the manager hooked him as well.
Oh,
but
yeah.
But the thing about Saka is that there's a section of the fan base who also really, really want Gyökeres to succeed. So there's been this narrative from the beginning of the season, right, that Saka's not passing, he's not giving it to 14, and that's now kind of spilling over into Saka's performances are really bad. Like, he just needs to not play anymore, and it's very extreme, these swings from most of the fan base.
Crazy. That is crazy talk. If you're turning on Bukayo Saka, you need to go look in the mirror. You absolutely need to go look in the mirror. Reality check. Quick. What I would hope could happen in the future, whether it's the right wing, KP, stuff that I always kind of like. What's the wrinkle, bro? What's the wrinkle? He played central a couple games. He looked lively. There was finally like a little difference, I guess, in him. If we have other players that can play on the outside, we got Martinelli, we got Madueke, Trossard, I hope you're back. Even this Dowman dude, if he can split minutes, right? He can play 30 minutes in a game. And we can get Saka in a different position. They have the tape. They have the tape on Saka. He's been a right wing for years now. He's not explosive goal scoring like Salah. He's a little bit different. He's more of a playmaking type player. Maybe he needs to hit some different areas. I don't know. Mikel should be smart enough to figure something out for him.
Yeah. And I mean, honestly, the goal he scored against Brighton, that's the first time we've seen him on the score sheet, right, in a while. And even that kind of made you just sad that was a Saka goal.
His signature shot. I mean, it's been a while, right? You haven't seen one of those in I think all season. I can't think of one.
Yeah. There's certain things with some players that you miss seeing. And there is certain things with some players that I am just so done watching over and over and over again, Steven. And I'm talking about these two attacking Brazilian players that are here at Arsenal Football Club right now that, for me, in the summer, I think they're both gone. And I really hope something is clicking for the manager, because when I saw Gabriel Martinelli play against Mansfield and do nothing, and then to see him start against Leverkusen, I thought maybe that was just the manager saying like this is a last chance kind of thing. That one was really bad. Here's another 90. This is your tournament, right? And I just can't. I keep watching it, and it's the same stuff, man. It's the same stuff.
You hit this on the head a couple weeks ago. It seems like a lot of big chances are being missed by Martinelli. Leverkusen game yet again hits the crossbar. It's like there's a lot of moments from him that are so close. It's just not happening. And if it's not happening for him in those moments, his other qualities don't really shine for me, right? Like, he's not the playmaker. He has to be a finisher. That was kind of his thing, is that he was a good finisher, right? But if he's not finishing, what is he really giving us? What is he giving us? Squad player. I think he's a solidified squad player right now. I don't mind having a Martinelli in my squad. I really don't. I do have an issue with one of our top players, our top paid players being Gabby Jesus. And he one, can't stay on the field, and then two, when he is on the field, it's fumes of what he used to be. Like, it's kind of just sad watching him out there.
Yeah, Gabriel Jesus, I really don't think we're going to see much of him. Maybe in the FA Cup. I can't see him being counted on late in games in the Champions League. I can't see him being counted on right now in the league. Maybe it'll be part of like the farewell if there's, 4 games left and the league is done and they're doing the guard of honor and you want to like rotate your squad for the guard of honor. Maybe Gabriel Jesus gets in, but I think his time is really up, and good for him. It looks like he's going to go out on top, right? So that's kind of fun. But Gabriel Martinelli, dude, the manager has now multiple times this season come out during interviews and said it himself that the game could be so different. There was a chance that was missed. And it's just like, dude, come on, man. At what point is it that the player just misses these chances? It's not if it's not clinical for 4 years in a row, then maybe it was an anomaly, right? Like that 15 goal season was an anomaly.
Yeah. And we've been on this. Me and you have been on this. I know all season, potentially even like last season towards the end, like the second half. This is who he is. It's just the reality, man. You got to accept it. We used to try to silver lining it. It's kind of like we do with, I want to say 14 right now. We're trying to see everything that he does and the qualities and really back him. Martinelli, I just can't anymore. It is what it is. It's been years of the same type of stuff. The last minute wide, right? Hitting it wide in the last minutes. He's on the back post. He's by himself. Doesn't put it in. There's been a lot of those moments. Tough to watch.
So what did you think of Madueke in his place on the left wing?
Give me some more, man. I like it. I'd take him on the left wing. If Trossard's not there, Madueke is my guy. Again, that's something me and you have said all season.
I thought Madueke wasn't really going down the outside as much as I had expected him in that Everton game, but it seemed like there was a double. McNeil is a very good midfielder, to be honest with you. He's a hard-working midfielder, dude. He comes back and helps his right back a lot, and this goes back to his Burnley days. So I thought that was maybe recognition by Madueke. I do think he's maybe a little bit more of a threat on the right, but we haven't seen him play on the left in so long that I wouldn't be surprised if he was having a little bit of hard time with chemistry, right? And a couple of times I felt like the ball wasn't making it to him. It was like going to Declan Rice, but then the passing lane was blocked, so it couldn't really make it out there to him as often as I would have liked.
Madueke is unpredictable, right? We kind of think he's a chaos player. He's very unpredictable, has good moments, has bad moments. And I think that also is for the defender. It's like they don't know what the hell's going on. It could be good. It could be bad. He could be going inside. He could be going outside. He could be shooting this to the moon. He could be putting it on the back post to someone's head. You don't know. You just don't know what the guy keeps them on their toes, keeps me on my toes watching the game. I'm taking Madueke to the end of the season right now, just based on what he's shown this season. I like the player. And in the team that we have that's so consistent, this team's consistent, right? Week in, week out. I think you know what you're going to get. I saw this funny quote. It was like, it is crazy how Arsenal can make teams like Bayern Munich, Atletico Madrid, Mansfield, Brentford, all look the same. They all look the same when they play Arsenal. It's like, that is a weird thing that happens, but that's an achievement in itself for the Arsenal consistent with everybody that they play.
Dude, 100%, 100%. And I love the way you put that about Madueke, because like these Arsenal games this season, I mean, this last month alone, I think there's been times where, let's say you have the game on the side, right? You can look away and you'll know what's happening, right? And you're waiting for the commentator to say like, Madueke. Like when the ball goes to him, okay, I'll start looking at the TV now. Maybe something good will happen.
Let's hit some upper, like some people that we think are on the ups right now. I know we're kind of going around the horn.
Yeah.
We're on the 4-game win streak. Let's get some of the ups. And I think the players that you're going to pick are going to kind of lead into a question that I have. So if I had to pick my 3 top players on this streak that we're on, number 1 is David Raya. Incredible goalkeeper. Incredible. My number 2, I'll put in one of the center backs. You can pick either one. I don't really care. I'm not going to choose both of them. I'll try to go a little different. So I'm going to choose a center back. My number 3. Ooh, this is when it gets a little interesting. Hincapié. I know he didn't start yesterday, but came on the field, had a monster tackle at the end. He's been incredible. He's actually been scoring a few goals. Laid off that ball to Gyökeres actually for the goal. But the Leverkusen, I mean, he's been incredible. So those are my 3 top players on this run. Who do you have?
I would absolutely agree with you on Hincapié. He has been on a generational run, dude. It's one of those where people want him signed. They're falling in love with the lone player. This is a lone player at the end of the day still. And he has been really impressive. I think people were a little bit hesitant at first to jump on the boat, but he's done incredible, dude. He's got a lot of fight. He's got a lot of spirit. The crosses are good. Defensively, sometimes, every now and then, maybe you worry that he's going to do something reckless. A little bit, right? But good player. I've enjoyed him. I mean, other ones that are coming up, I really like the David Raya shout. I think against Everton, dude, that foot save, not talked about enough.
Wow,
not talked about enough.
Huge. He's made a couple big saves in games recently. He's been like a monster for us.
Absolutely. The center backs have been okay. I think it was really fun in this run. The Saliba goal, the celebration. We didn't really record after the celebration. Yeah. That was crazy. The fact that he just has that, like, where did he pull that out from, you know?
So we both hit David Raya. We both hit Hincapié. Do you even have a third player that you're like, they've been a monster for us?
I was trying to think. I have to just say Declan Rice. I feel like, right? I think, against Everton, he had a little bit of an injury. It looked like he got stepped on super early. One of those painful ones, dude. The commentator was like, that'll be bruised tomorrow. And I was just like, dude, he has to play on Tuesday. Like, that bruise is going to last for a while. But he's been really good running around. I mean, my biggest up, Steven, at the end of it all, is that Kai Havertz is back. And so I really think the performances are going to really pick up, dude.
So we both picked 2 defensive players, including a goalkeeper. And then you picked Declan Rice, who I'd say is kind of like more of a defensive 8 than an attacking 8, especially right now with the double pivot with Zubamendi. So this comes to everybody talking that mess about the Arsenal. We're the unwatchables. We're Set Piece FC. We're Stoke City. Owen Goal is one of our leading goal scorers. What do you actually think about the team right now? Like, how do you feel about us? The way we're winning these games, just nasty. What do you actually think about our football team?
I mean, overall, this whole season, there's maybe 3 performances that I've liked, that I enjoyed watching. This Everton game, in this whole run, this was the first time in a while where, like, I had fun. I was watching the game and I was having fun as a fan. I only started to get nervous after the 70th minute. There were some people who were nervous before kickoff, but I was actually pretty excited for the game. And we started out pretty hot. They were in it. It was fun. It was a fun watch, dude. But a lot of these games have not been a fun watch. Leverkusen, I was very angry watching the Leverkusen game. So how do I feel? It's really difficult because I feel like we're very close to being champions. We're very close to getting some trophies. Are they coming at a little bit of a cost? There's an opportunity cost with everything, dude. There's an opportunity cost with everything. And it is what it is, man. It is what it is. I don't love it, but I love it.
It is crazy to watch this team play. And kind of going back to the point, no matter who we play, it's a close game. It don't matter who the opponent is. It's a close game for 90 minutes. I love the winning. I would almost say we're very hard to beat. That's how I would describe this team. I don't think we obviously don't win games pretty. We win games super, super ugly. But you cannot beat us. Carabao Cup, final. FA Cup, still in it. Champions League, have not lost a game. The league, obviously, we've lost a couple. But it is tough. Last minute goals against us to beat us. I think that kind of is the definition of the team. We find the one moment to score. Go ahead. Go Adam.
Last minute goals to draw us. It's not even last minute goals to beat us, dude. And that's the level.
That's what I'm talking about. We just need that one moment. And it's corners. It is own goals. It's applying pressure to them. Again, is it great to watch? Hell no. These games are not fun. They're absolutely not fun. I will remember this season and remember not loving it at all. But I love winning. I gotta say that. I do love winning, KP. I love it a lot.
We have seen some incredible things though, right? There's a few games that you will remember this season by, and I think two of them are that Newcastle game and this Everton game. These two are going to be remembered for a while, dude. Not a whole lot of others, perhaps, but that's okay. This one upcoming against Man City at their place, I'm pretty excited about that. But, you know, I was thinking about this because they were saying that Max Dowman now became the youngest goal scorer in the league's history, right? So it was Wayne Rooney before him at like 17. And is it 10, 15 years has passed, and now this kid breaks his record at 16. And we've only been podcasting for like 3 years now. And so, like, let's say we're doing this 10 years from now. I mean, what's the next thing to see for this history-breaking moment? Someone has to be like 14 years old to score. It's kind of wild, dude, what we just lived through.
The Everton game is the game for me this season. Obviously, you can say it just happened, so like that's your bias. No, man. The euphoria of that goal, the first goal, the Gyökeres goal, amazing. 89th minute, we're up. The Max Dowman goal, through the roof, right? The relief of that 3 points in the bag, right? They're kind of a boogeyman in a sense. They're a tough team to play. They're tough for us. Get the 3 points. Love it. This team, you like the Baltimore Ravens. Back in the day, this is like who I would compare them to. When they won the Super Bowl, when they were bad on defense, you know, like Ray Lewis, Ed Reed, their quarterback, their offense was terrible. They had Trent Dilfer as their quarterback. And you say, who? Yeah, their quarterback was Trent Dilfer. I think they had an amazing running back at the time. They ran the ball. It's like they're hard to fucking beat. They're just really hard to beat because they're so stout. They're so consistent every game. That's what this Arsenal team is, man. You just can't beat us. You can't.
You can't. You at least can't in a fair fight, call it. For lack of a better word, because, you know, we've said here that we back us bar for bar against anyone. That's why we love these cup games. And a little bit of a new trend that's approaching now is you saw it in the Leverkusen game, you saw it in the Everton game. People found the Porto tape, and on set pieces, they're kind of like, you know, getting shoved and they're dropping and they're getting the call. And that's one of the situations where it's like, this Arsenal team is so strong maybe you can't be as strong as them. So maybe like don't try to be as strong as them on set pieces, because this is one of those situations where you have to maybe accept that, hey, it's actually more beneficial to me to be weaker in this particular situation, right? So it's, I don't know, man. I don't know. We are just really, really getting away with it.
Getting away with it. Yeah, it's a little bit like the nasty goals that we have to score. I think that's fair. I just imagine anybody comes to play us and it's like, this sucks. This game is gonna suck. It's gonna be a dogfight, and I'm gonna hate it. Like we feel this own way about watching our team of like, it's frustrating to watch us. Imagine being on the other side of it. They've lost 3 games all season. They score corners. They score tap. Like, they don't score any pretty goals. No transitions. This is gonna suck. This is gonna suck watching. Sorry. Like, sorry about it, dude.
Yeah, and most of the game, you're not gonna have the ball. You have to be chasing around trying to get the ball. Like it really is very, very frustrating. It's kind of sick and twisted, man. It's like it all comes down to the suffering. The manager just takes suffering so seriously, and we are doing it as a unit.
You had told me something, or you had sent me something. Maybe you remember better than I do to touch on it, but Mikel Arteta going up against Jose Mourinho in his career, and it was as a player, not even as a manager. Do you remember what that was?
I was trying to figure out, Mikel's inspirations, right? There's been a lot of quotes that pop up from Jose Mourinho specifically. Back in his time against Barcelona, I think there was one I saw where he said something like, they were saying how much possession they had and how many passes they had made, and he responded something along the lines of, they can take the ball home with them for all I care. Like, I'm taking the 3 points. And this is how I just wanted to maybe understand what's going on in Mikel's head a little bit. And when you look up his record against Mourinho as a player, this guy has played Mourinho 8 times. He has lost 7, and he tied him once. That's it, dude. So playing against a Mourinho team must have really sucked as a player, and some of it was during his time under Arsene Wenger as well, which was like even probably more frustrating, right? Like, we do all this pretty work, and these guys just play this way. So I really think there's a big part of Jose that lives within Mikel.
I actually love that. Like, that explanation of like, so played this dude 8 times in his career, 7 losses, 1 draw. These nasty teams that he managed. It's results-based football, man. I tried to play the pretty way. I didn't get it done. 2nd place. I tried it a different way. 2nd place. He said, screw it. I don't care. I want to win. By all means necessary. I want to win. And if that's what nasty football, then nasty football it is.
I mean, from a league perspective, 7 games to go, which that's a maximum of 21 points that we can gain that are left. We're currently sitting at 60 or 70.
We're at 70.
We're at 70. So the maximum we can get is 91 points. And realistically, let's say we lose 2 games. Like, with 86 points, we are winning this league, dude. How many times have we sat here and said that's very much possible? You don't need 100 points. And Mikel's playing for it. He's making the league play his way, dude. And I love that.
He's matching the league. That's what I would say. This season, he's matching them. You guys play this nasty way against us. You don't want to come play football against us. Well, we don't want to play against you either. So we're matching you on that front. And then we got people crying about it. Like, the Brighton guy, it's so funny, like the penalties that they've got against us. The penalty, the João Pedro one, where Saliba won the ball with his head and then made contact. The Declan Rice red card against Brighton. Horrible memories. Absolutely horrible. And then this dude's going to cry about a little bit of time wasting. As I think Brighton is one of the top time wasting teams in the league. We can match you bar for bar, baby. That's what it's all about. We're walking out with 3 points, though. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. So tell me, Champions League, man, coming up here this week, Tuesday, 4 o'clock Eastern. Excited for it. Really am. Bit of a big game, dude. 1-1. First leg. Not terrible. Escaped with it. I don't think was deserved at all. And these guys just played Bayern Munich over the weekend, by the way. Again, they drew 1-1. They were winning 1-0, though, for like 70 minutes. Good team, dude. It's going to be a tough game.
It is going to be tough. I think they're feeling good. Play us, Bayern back-to-back, get good results, I would say. Do I expect us to win? Yes. You take a 1-1 coming back home. I think the expectation is to win. But it'll be a tough one. But again, if I had to put my predictor cap on, KP, I'm going to go with a 2-1. 2-1.
2-1. Yeah. Who knows, man? I mean, these guys, they're a good team. I think they had some good moments on the counter, and defensively, it looks like they've been watching a lot of tape. They're going to try to replicate some of this low block that we know we'll see. I'm pretty confident in us. It's at home. Hopefully the fans are just not that nervous, because it's not the league, right? So hopefully the energy is a little bit different. And an early goal, I mean, there could be a lot of fire. It could be a 4-0 job, to be honest with you.
It could be if we get an early one. I'm not really nervous for this, just based on the fact of 1-1 away, you're coming home. I mean, that might be the way they drew it up, right? That could be the way Mikel's like, we're not going to go out full kilt away. Let's just get a decent result and bring it home and win the tie. We've seen that before. Hey, we went to Chelsea with the 3-2, right? It was 3-2 game, I believe. Then we had to come back home. Did what we did against them. I'm not feeling like a lot of... They're good. Leverkusen's good. I'm not going to like front and act like they're not a competition, but I just feel good about it.
Yeah, that's fair. So do you have any like non-negotiables? Anything that you really want to see for the manager? Because I'll tell you right now, man, Kai Havertz is starting up top.
So I believe it's no league games for a month. So that's what I would be keying in on, is like, oh, what is the next game? The next game is a final after this. Carabao Cup final on Sunday. So whoever you put out on Tuesday, they're going to be fired up to play in the final, right? Like, I'm not stressing about that at all. So I say you go strong in both legs, or excuse me, both matches. Leverkusen, put out your strongest team. I need Kai Havertz on the field. Give me Kai Havertz. I would like to see 14. Does that mean Kai Havertz in the midfield? That's what I'm going to say, KP. I want to see Kai Havertz in my midfield, and I want to see 14 up top.
Let me throw a wild card out there, dude, because I think we touched on the ups, but a player I'm kind of down on is Martin Zubimendi, to be honest with you. And as I'm looking at this game, what if it's a Declan Rice 6 with a Havertz left 8, the position he was signed for, and an Eze right 8, the position apparently he was signed for, and then Gyökeres up top? Because I agree, I do want to see Gyökeres and Havertz both start this game, potentially, honestly. Like, I would love that if they can both be on the field.
I would say you're a madman. I think it would work. I don't think that is a perfect lineup. I would love to see middle of the season versus Bournemouth or something. I think that'd be a great lineup to put out. I just can't see this man putting that out in a Champions League knockout round. I just don't think that's going to happen.
No, that's fair. That's definitely fair. I do think if I were to make a shout, it's don't start Martinelli on the left wing. I'm cool with it being Madueke. I'm cool with it being Trossard if he's fit. I'm not sure. If that's an opportunity where Eze's left wing, again, Havertz is in the middle, I would love that. A lot of opportunities there. I do think Saka, obviously, he'll be captain. He'll be starting the game, no doubt.
I think that's actually such a good shout, man. Put Eze on the left. Zubimendi, Rice, Havertz in my midfield with Gyökeres up top. Dare me to dream, bro. Dare me to fucking dream.
I would really, really like that. I don't know, AirPods, dude. Hear me out. Hear me out. Put it in 3D so he can understand. But I like it personally. Not watched any training sessions. I like it.
So we got this game on Tuesday, final on Sunday. I would love to win it. Ooh, I would love to win that game. Do you feel good about it or what?
You're talking about Sunday?
Sunday, the final.
We might have to hold on the Sunday chat because let's see how Tuesday goes. We might need to record. Steven. I gotta leave all options open. It's a common sense footballing pod, dude.
He said, damn, we haven't recorded since February 18th. I'm feeling froggy. To get back on this mic.
I do want to win on Sunday too, though. I'll tell you that.
Okay, if we can leave it, I'm cool. I'm available this week, you know.
Let's see how Tuesday goes. If not before the cup, maybe after the cup, but because it could be our first trophy. I mean, yeah, I don't know, Steven. The universe is telling me that we're gonna get back behind this mic pretty soon here.
You heard it here. So who knows when that's gonna happen? But
yeah,
you heard it here.
So make sure you're subscribed. I hope you enjoyed that episode. It was a little ranty. It was a little bit all over the place, but that's the way we like to cook up after a month. So anything else, man, you want to share with the people?
We missed you. I hope you're doing okay. It's nice to be back here with you, KP.
And like I've said, the weather is turning. So enjoy these seasons. And let's see how everything goes on Tuesday. We'll see you on the other side.
Be easy.